What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, we got to talk about Horizon Zero Dawn yet again. And I say yet again because what was once rumor has now turned into reality. And really would not like this to have happened, but here we are, and we're going to talk about it. Probably going to do another video. I actually sent out a tweet if you guys want to check it out. Maybe be part of the video. You can leave it even in the comments here. Let me know any PlayStation game that should be remastered over Horizon Zero Dawn. Let me know. I already got like 50 plus responses. I'll add your guys's too, and we'll make a video later this week. I got some ideas of franchises that should have come back before Horizon Zero Dawn. But that's the news, okay? So to participate in the video, just leave the comment. But that's what we're here to talk about. It was a rumor that Horizon Zero Dawn was going to get a remaster. There was a little bit of, remaster, remake, like, what is it going to be? Seemed like it was going to be more of a remaster. Today, it was rated. So I believe by the ESRB. Doesn't really matter where. I mean, the Australian ratings board have given away games before. South Korea, all sorts. Singapore, a lot of different places have given away games like existence before. This, I believe, was the ESRB. So it doesn't get more real, even though there is no announcement. And, with the rumored state of play, a week away, right? Next Tuesday. We're probably going to hear about this state of play tomorrow, Friday, somewhere in that range, right? We'll probably hear about it. This is where it's going to happen. You're going to get an announcement for Horizon Zero Dawn getting a remaster. I was going to say remake. And I remember I saw some people pointing out that it could potentially actually be this year, which, okay, in terms of like the only positive here that I have to say is, that's at least fast. You show it, you announce it officially, and even though we've heard about it for months at this point, right? And then, if this thing comes out in November, December, however, Lego Horizon also comes out. The rumor, actually, PlayStation's own site said Lego Horizon, I believe, was November 14th. So it's like, would you have Lego Horizon, which is not Forbidden West, but it's close to it, right? Would you have that come out at the same time as the remaster of Zero Dawn? I'm not sure, but it's been rated for the PS5 as well as PC. So it's definitely coming. Now, let me just take a second. If you can't tell that I'm not a big fan, look, Horizon Zero Dawn is very good. Horizon, much like a lot of other franchises, but I think Horizon gets it more. Horizon can get some hate. And I've said before, I think like being the most kind of like fair to all sides, but also like telling you my legit opinion. I really do like the series, but I think it has been massively overinflated in PlayStation's ego. I think they think that this series is much better than it actually is. Now, I think it's a good, if not great series. I really believe that. I didn't play like Call of the Mountain, right, like the VR one, but I think Zero Dawn is good. Frozen Wilds, the DLC, like I think everything they've done has been good. There's been some like ups and downs, and Aloy as a character I think could be better, but there's a reason why she acts like that. The story can get a bit convoluted, and there can be some boring parts, to conversations. That's kind of been there since the beginning, and it was definitely present in Forbidden West. I mean, I'm not here to review the series for you, although I could if you wanted, but I think it's good. I think it's a good series, but I think PlayStation looks at this and says, this is our God of War. This is another God of War. This is another Spider-Man. And I've said before, like, Zero Dawn sold unbelievably well. I don't think you can say broke records, but it did extremely good. Up there with The Last of Us, up there with Uncharted, up there with God of War. So it's not like they were like, I mean? Like, I think they have overinflated, like, their ego about it, but I do think there was a reason, at least in the beginning, why. Because it did so well, right? And there was, like, upward momentum there. And I just don't think it's, like, fully hit that momentum that, like, it was trying to build up. So with all that stuff being said, right, I think it's a good game. But this is ridiculous. This is honestly ridiculous. And like I said, we're going to do a video in the next couple of days where I'll talk about your suggestions. I'll talk about my suggestions. The thing is, just put simply, there are dozens and dozens. There's probably like 30 plus things I can think of right now, on top of things that I've seen from other people. There are so many other games and franchises that deserve a remaster over Horizon. How about one called Bloodborne? How about Bloodborne? A game that's older than Zero Dawn, and a game that could be more popular with this remaster. Now, I think Horizon outsold it, but if you do a remaster, you tell me. You do a remaster of Zero Dawn and Bloodborne back-to-back, you tell me which one's going to sell well, or sell better than the other, right? It's undeniable that Bloodborne would do better. It just is. It's a fact. It's just a fact of life. So that's kind of where I'm at. I guess two different parts to it, right? Number one, it's not I mean, it's a remaster, not a remake. So I still don't think it's old enough. I guess I would say that. I don't know if I want to put a year on a remaster. Definitely remakes, I like to say like 10 plus years. We've gotten some remakes that were like 8, 9 years old, right? And that's really pushing how old a game can be before you remake. I think The Last of Us was maybe that example. Last of Us Part 1. So, that's right there. For me, like morally, 10 years is about the right time or more to do a remake. When it comes to a remaster, I don't really have that in my head. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have like a code of conduct that I kind of go by, but I don't know. It just feels like, to me, it just feels like you don't need it. It feels like whatever improvements you could make, like this is what it comes down to. Whatever improvements you can make on Zero Dawn, I feel like could have just gone somewhere else. Again, like a Bloodborne could use it. What about like getting these Infamous games? So, and I've gone over kind of like my all-star cast, right? PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, Infamous, Resistance, Killzone, SOCOM. Like, it just keeps going. All Puppeteer, if you want to go kind of deep cut PS3 age. What about like Loco Roca? We just got that in Astrobot, right? Like, why don't we bring that back? Whatever you want to do. Fat Princess, do whatever you want. But why are we putting it towards Horizon? So to me, it's not even necessarily a conversation of, well, it can be improved. Of course it can. Horizon Zero Dawn Remaster will be the best place to play it. Unless there's some sort of like, technical problems at launch or whatever, I think you can somewhat safely say in terms of the frame rate, performance, all of that, the tech stuff, it will be the best place to play it. I don't think that's wrong. I don't think that's unfair, but that's not really the point. That's really not the point. The point is, why are we still doing this? We just did this with The Last of Us, and I mean, maybe it sold. I think it did actually sell because they're still doing it, right? Horizon sells. It didn't sell as well. None of these games have done as well as like Zero Dawn, but they still sell pretty okay, right? They're continuing the franchise. They're doing multiplayer, all this stuff. It's doing good, but like, it just shows, I think, like an optic. It's an optics thing, but it's also kind of that respect thing. A few weeks ago, I didn't even talk about this, right? Their president, Sony's president, talked about their lack of IP. Remember, I don't know if you guys maybe saw that online. He said, games, movie, and television. Now, people said, well, he was kind of mainly talking about movie and television. He said games first. Games, movie, television. He said they lack IP. They lack original things in their portfolio. That's a lie. Maybe in movies and TV, yes, but he threw games in with it. That's a lie. And okay, why am I bringing it up? It all connects. It all connects to this. Like, you have games that you've left for dead. There's so many of them on the PS3 era, and that's just my kind of generation. Go back to PS2, PS1. I'm sure you can find some games that need a remaster that might not sell as well. See, like, that's kind of the thing, but I think some games would. Like, again, you tell me if Bloodborne would outsell Horizon in a remaster. Am I saying, like, the Sly collection remastered again, I guess? But you're like, put all the Sly games together. Put all the Killzones, the Resistance, Infamous. Am I promising you that those games would sell as well as Horizon Zero Dawn? No, because I actually don't know that. But to me, it doesn't really even matter. I mean, I get it. I guess I get it. I guess I understand it. It's a business. But, like, you have so many freaking just dead franchise. Jak and Daxter. The list never ends. You could go on all day. They have so much. And you're doing a game that's 7 years old. You're doing a game that really, quote-unquote, doesn't need it. I understand, different ways of looking at that. But, I mean, that's what you're doing here. And it's just, I can't believe it. And, it was one thing when it was a rumor. I mean, I believe the rumor. You can go back. I probably had this talk with you guys before. I was really mad. And now I'm even more mad. I'll be triple as mad when they actually announce it on Tuesday. Because Tuesday, we're getting the announcement and we're getting the release date. And I wonder how well that trailer is going to do. When that trailer is posted up on PlayStation's channel, when you have Gorilla out there tweeting it, when you have Herman Holst out there, I wonder how those are going to do. Because why are we doing Until Dawn? Why are we doing Horizon? Why are these things? I love Until Dawn. Until Dawn is one of my favorite PS4 games, period. Not exclusive, not horror, period. PS4 game. I like these games, and I love Until Dawn. But why are we picking these? Why, really, why? Because they're fine. There's other games that are not fine. The Infamous games aren't freaking together. The Killzone games aren't together. The Resistance games are not together. The Sly games actually aren't together. The Sly collection is 1 through 3, but not Thieves in Time. You have games in the PlayStation history that are huge, that are just there. or they're separated from each other, or they're stuck on certain generations. Can we, like, fix that before we remaster Horizon for the 15th time? I mean, like, really, seriously. So hopefully you guys liked it. I like to get fiery sometimes. I knew I would get mad at a topic like this. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.